Hi, my name is Manesh Baxi, and as you can guess from my accent, I was born in India. I was actually born in a city called Agra, which is famous for, most people have heard of this, Taj Mahal. So my accent is a little different. So obviously I was born in India, and I grew up in the same background like most people around me were. We lived in one big room, one kitchen, outdoor plumbing for most of the part. We were 5 children. Our parents worked hard, and my parents, we all had one bicycle to share amongst all 7 of us. So obviously we didn't grow up rich from any perspective, but my parents instilled some really good qualities in us, and I did what I could in my school, college, and other places because I had a burning desire to be more than just living in those circumstances. I had a desire to share my message with most people, and that's how I got my start. Now initially, I didn't go on the right track either. I had a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and a master's in systems engineering and management. But I went into a direction called computer programming, which frankly enough wasn't the right fit for my personal profile. I'm just a warm, bubbly, friendly person. I like center of attention, I like speaking, I like sharing my message with people. And that's when 12 years later, I decided I could not be in a profession that had no passion, no excitement for me. And I started in the area of speaking, writing, and business mentoring and coaching. And I've been doing that for over 17 years. Trust me, it was not an easy start. I didn't know anything about marketing, I didn't know anything about sales, and I had to learn all of that. But I had a passion for speaking and sharing my message, which is why I'm glad that I get the opportunity to share this message with you. So I don't know what you are going through in your life right now, but I can promise you one thing, that you have something that other people can benefit from. And that's the contribution our human society is based on. And I have been very blessed, very lucky. And the way I will express that very simply is I had 2 things going for me. The first thing was I had a wonderful wife who supported me in this transition. She didn't try to stop me. She was like, we were married and we didn't really know where we would go next, but guess what? She supported me in this transition, and she was somebody who was there with me. The second thing was mentors and people who were able to provide me opportunities, support, guidance. Now to be honest, I have not always been a good student. I've been more critical of the information I've been provided. I've sometimes not been willing to put the information into application. And I ran into some great people. One of them is Rick Ruby, who has created a huge organization called the Core Training along with his friends. And that organization has helped realtors, loan officers all over the country. I ran into some other good people in my life who were able to provide me the insights I needed. Because again, we don't go on the journey alone. And frankly, none of us have the answers. Somebody else has already figured out what works. And if you and I are patient enough, if we are open-minded enough, if we are coachable enough, we will learn from these people. See, today's world of Google, you can access any information you want. You can find anything on the internet about how to be successful. But yet a lot of people struggle. We have YouTube videos, we have video like this to teach you. But then the question becomes in our mind is, can I be that successful? Can I achieve the goals that I set for myself? And frankly, you can. And the reason is very simple. God did not give us a dream just to have a dream. We are supposed to lead a life. Now in my case, I have been driven by one thing, and that is to be a role model for my children. To be somebody. My children are right now 10 years old. I have a boy, 14-year-old girl. And I want to spend as much time with them as possible. So the entire business that I have designed is I travel, I speak, I coach all over the world in order to be providing that quality time to my children. And maybe you've heard the song, Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. I know I'm not a good singer here, but maybe you heard the song which reminds me of a dad who wasn't there. I didn't want to be that dad. I wanted to be somebody who is going to be there for his children. I wanted to be somebody who is going to provide that personal one-on-one mentoring. Now we homeschool for a reason, because I want to be the biggest influence in my children's lives. And that drives me every single day to do the things I do. I don't know what your burning desire is. I don't know what you are passionate about. But I know one thing, you can achieve it. And more important is there is somebody who's out there waiting for your success. I remember one time I was going to speak on a stage, and the person who introduced me said that he had been inspired by my speaking in order for him to become a speaker. Do you know somebody is watching your actions right now? Do you know there is somebody who you need to inspire, because that person only you can touch? And it is amazing. We all have the inner talent that has been given to us. We all have the opportunity to be somebody important in their lives. And guess what? Let's not waste this opportunity. Let's not waste this time. And every single moment, you have an opportunity to be somebody more than what you were yesterday. And again, what has confronted me in life is I didn't always believe I can achieve what I want. Unfortunately, that has held me back quite often. There were mentors, coaches, people who were telling me, Manesh, you can do more, you can do more. But I wasn't always believing in myself. So if there is nothing I do for you today, I want you to know that there are people who believe in you because you deserve to achieve the greatness that is inside of you. And I want you to take that action, because that small action today, multiplied over time period, compounded, will make you the person you want to be. Am I the person I want to be today? No, but I'm definitely a better person than I was yesterday. Today I was speaking in front of 100+ people, having that great opportunity in front of people. Some of them are my mentors. Some of them are very successful. But at the same time, I had a message for them. I could touch their lives. And it was so touching for me that last year in June, somebody came to this workshop and he went back and applied what I said. In fact, this is all he did. He went to his wife and said, how come I deserve you? How come I'm so lucky to deserve you? And she was taken aback. She was like, he has never said this kind of words to me. And then she said, who told you that? She said, well, I went to a workshop Manesh put on. I heard that he says that to his family. And I wanted to do that to you, his wife. And that's what he did. And a year later, she remembered that and she came and told and shared that with you, with the people. So I hope this touches you in taking that action, taking that step towards your dreams, because you deserve it, the people around you deserve it. And I'm so grateful that Josh here has given me the opportunity to share this quick message with you. Thanks again. My name is Manesh Baxi, and I look forward to your success and your story very soon. I started working in my business in the year 2000, so it has been 18 years now, and at that time I was actually 38 years old. My original goal was to be independent, lead a spontaneous life, travel when I want, and spend the time with the people that I love and care about. Well, I've had a number of mentors. The key mentor has been Rick Ruby, and he heard me, he and I spoke together at a seminar. We became friends. He heard me speak a couple of times and he liked what I had to offer, and he has been just a huge role model of somebody who has led a big life, who takes on big challenges, and today has influenced thousands and thousands of people to look into themselves and become a much better person. And he has been a friend and a mentor. What motivates me is very simple. I love sharing a message that resonates with people and coming back to listen to their success stories. So in a way that they have applied some of the messages. Getting that is such a high. I love speaking in front of groups of people and seeing their lights go up. They start seeing things in their lives that they can do better. As they say, there is really no secret to success. The simple part is, first of all, have a dream and a burning desire of what you want. Are you clear? And then make sure that you are willing to be around the people who have achieved the greatness, the success that you desire. And then be humble enough and be willing to believe in yourself enough to take the required action and stay with it. Because trust me, if they can and they believe you can, all you have to do is believe in yourself and take the action. Success, as they say, is the realization of a worthwhile goal or dream. My success I define by having the freedom to be with my family when I want, where I want, having a message that resonates with people and people keen to listen to that message. Good point. I fail every day, even today. Failure is another way of learning a lesson. The sooner you learn the lesson, the faster you grow. And most of us will fail every day. We call people, they may not answer. We present in front of people, they may not resonate with us. That happens. At every given point, you fail. You fail and you feel yourself wanting to get out of it. But the reality is, all you have to do is dust up and ask yourself, what can I learn from today? And if at the next time you don't take the opportunity to learn better, you'll obviously fail more often than you should. My hope for the future generation is, in this culture that we live in, where information is so easily accessible, I hope they can understand two things. The first is, the world is run by cause and effect principles. Just like gravity is a principle, you can't argue with it. It exists. And the more we become clear that success has principles that you and I need to follow. Being in better shape, better health has principles. And the second step would be willing to be coachable from people who have more success than you do, have a life that you want, so that you follow the principles, follow the leaders, and you can have the results you want. The best day of my life is hard to conjecture at this moment, just one day, but I can tell you a few times. The best day, obviously being married, was a great day for me, because that's the day I decided Kim was my wife and we actually have a life together. Thank you.